try and do a variety of subjects, but this subject just keeps coming back. And now I got 4 different things that I want to talk about. It's fun. Speaking of the state of California, which is a state that I lived in from 1996. After I graduated high school, I started college there, built a family there, built a career there. And then I moved away, thankfully, for a lot of reasons, different video. But I keep coming back to like what they're doing. And I'm just wondering to myself, how and why? Because we all saw this happening. Everybody talked about it, but nothing was ever done. And now we're here. So this came across, and I keep like putting things in order. Like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's just do it. So look at this. This is the headline. California looks into taxing residents per mile driven. So the idea was that they wanted all the cars on the roads to be electric. Okay. Obviously plug in, electricity, gas, fossil fuels go away and all that stuff. We were already having brownouts and blackouts throughout the state during the hot months because the air conditioning units. Then, of course, you started adding a few electric cars here and there. Now, of course, I can't say they're everywhere, but they're very popular for people that want to save the environment. Of course, now with Elon, they want to burn them up and light them on fire and put swastikas all over them. But again, I digress. But now we're talking about, hey, California is going to lose money because so many people have gone to electric cars. They're no longer paying their gas tax. And they're looking at a $5 billion drop in revenue from the gas tax. So what are they going to do? Hey, let's charge people. So remember back in the day when electric cars first came out and they were allowed to ride in the carpool lane, the high occupancy vehicle lane. Even if you had one person in there, you still were allowed to do it. It was a perk. It was great. Then they took that away after a bunch of people bought it. Because again, hey, why not? If I get to ride in the carpool lane, I'm going to get a car that can do that. And great. So again, they took that away and people still kept buying them because the technology got a lot better. But now they're going to charge a road tax, a possible tax of 2.8 cents per mile. And you're like, 2.8 cents, that's not a whole lot. But if you understand the network of interstates throughout California, the highways, you understand 2.8 miles and how many miles you actually drive on a regular basis is a lot and can add up to be a lot. So they want this to replace the gas tax. But I always wonder too, replacing a tax with something else, that first tax is never going to go away. They always say that with toll booths and everything else. Oh, once the tolls get the amount to pay off whatever they built, whatever road it is, we're going to take away those tolls. But then, oh, no, wait. Something else happened. We still need that money. So we're going to keep the tolls open and keep doing it. But you never see a decrease in taxes to the government. Of course, unless you're President Trump and now you have a Doge, which you can take away different things. But again, to stay on target, I don't see that going away either. But they're going to add this. So the question is, how are they going to do that? Okay, well, this is different methods of reporting mileage to the state were also explored, such as odometer readings and special plug-in devices to measure the miles traveled. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if one of those little devices that are measuring your odometer could give you a GPS and you could figure out where it was at all times and where you were driving? I mean, it's endless to think about, hey, the government is really in your back pocket at this point. It's fun. So looking to see where that goes with it, because you told everybody to get these electric cars. And now not only also too, you're going to raise fees, the registration fees for them, but now you're going to do this. So that's one. The other thing too, it came out the other day, Governor Newsom, he signed a $2.8 billion bailout Monday to close the state's bloated deficit in California's Medicaid program. Okay, so they're asking for money all over the place, billions upon billions of dollars in order to replenish their pools. And by the way, they're also paying this out to illegal immigrants coming in, Social Security. There's a lot of things that the money's just pouring out. And of course, you need more because you're giving it away faster than you can take it in revenue. So, and then the other one too, something near and dear to my heart, all the fires in Los Angeles. 100 days after the Los Angeles fires, only a handful of permits. Basically, last time I heard it was 14 permits have been assigned. So people are trying to rebuild their homes. I think it was like 14,000 structures, depending on how you look at it, burnt down. 14 permits are being sent out. So way to get on that fast track and start building all those homes back. But I'm curious. So, all right, they have to rebuild all of these homes that are, 100 plus years old. At least the neighborhoods are 100 plus years old. But how are they going to do that? Are they going to start replacing stuff? Are they going to give buyouts to people? So, hey, don't build here. We'll buy your property for this amount and take all the hassle away. And then basically Los Angeles then in the state of California can build their master city. I mean, obviously you need things to be done a little bit differently because you don't want another fire and another 100 years wiping out entire, God, not even neighborhoods, but I mean, just areas of the thing. It's devastating if you've seen the pictures, but what do you do differently for the whole thing? And are you going to build the streets back differently? Are you going to make them wider? Are you going to take out rows of houses? What are you going to put in there? And then, so that's the interesting thing. And then it came out, it was revealed that Lakers star LeBron James, because I've always been a Laker fan, even growing up in New Hampshire. I mean, I got beat up because I was a Laker fan and the Boston Celtics were right there. And if you're not a Boston Celtics fan in New England, you really can't be a Laker fan. That was the worst thing you could do. But so anyway, for the Lakers, $50,000 paid for his involvement with the endorsement of Kamala Harris for president. So isn't that funny? If you give a celebrity, somebody like LeBron James, 50 grand, he'll basically say anything he wants, even if he believes it or not. So I'm really sad to have him around, just being able to pay off like that and playing for the Lakers. So it's been hard. It's been hard since Kobe left. Anyway, I got Kobe up here real quick here. So anyway, there's my little recap about California. I cannot believe what they're doing, and it just keeps getting better and better and why I moved. But